I also on 8:1, after I got that word from the Lord on judgment begins in the house of the Lord. I asked for more confirmation because I just wanted to know that this really was from Him, because it was such a strong word. And I know that the Lord will chasten those He loves. So that is, He chastened us, including me, with that word, and I confessed to you guys in this whole series that I'm doing that there are things that I have had to fight off in the spirit, in the world too. So I mean, I'm not perfect. He's judging me too. So anyway, so I had a dream that very next day after he gave me that word, because I had asked for more confirmation. So I had a dream. I was at my friend's house waiting for church to start. We used to do a church service together at her house. A man walked up to me and asked if I was the lady of the house. I said no. She's around here. She's around here someplace. I will help you look for her. I went into the backyard when I saw her daughter. She and I played with the animals for a little while, and I left to go into the house. Sitting at the table, I saw a friend of mine on my right-hand side, and then I saw two of our friends that were doing this same Bible study together. So there was like 1, 2, 3, 4 of us sitting around the table. So it says, I looked over at my one male friend. He was eating like crazy. And then my other female friend, who is married to my male friend, was asking me about hair, because I do hair. And she said, do you think I should get a perm? And I looked at my other friend and I said, well, I've done her hair. What do you think of hers? Well, when I looked at my other friend, she looked kind of disheveled, but her hair looked good. So she looked kind of like she was like a little run down, is how I should put it. Anyway, so yeah, I put disheveled, but her hair was nice. That's when my friend, who we were at her house, she came walking in. And I told her, I said, someone has been looking for you to fix your house. And she said, I said to her, I said, you look, she looked great, like not disheveled, just young and all put together. And that was the end of the dream. So the Lord gave me, this is confirmation for the word that He gave me about judgment coming. The child that I was playing with outside, she was a representation. So we were all representations of, this is what the interpretation that the Lord gave me was, we were all representations of the church. And how the church is, and why the church is being judged. Okay, so the child was a representation of the good church, the church that is doing well. Okay, the one person that was asking me about having their hair done, she was representation of vanity. I was representation of the greed in society. My friend that had her hair done was representation of the unfaithful bride. My male friend was representation of gluttony. My friend that was being asked about, where that guy walked up to me and said, "Who are you, the woman of the house?" And I said, "No." She was representation of being too busy, and something else I need to speak to her about. But then our husbands, of the women who were not, who didn't have their husbands around, our husbands were the representation who were missing. There was 3 people missing out of that whole group, and they were representation. All 3 of them combined were representation of the missing church, the people who have gone missing. Anyway, and the man looking for my friend was representation of God. God has been looking for the churches. So he gave me Habakkuk 3, and he gave me Galatians 5, and then he also gave me all the rest of those all the rest of those scriptures from the other video that I did about the churches and basically, okay, so the reason why all of this got started is because I was feeling like I was disconnected from the Lord, and so I was struggling with not feeling like I wasn't hearing from the Holy Spirit, and what He was teaching me was patience, okay, and then not only that, but then there was a message from Bold Soldier from Christ, his friend, I can't remember what her name is, I'm sorry. Anyway, but Bold Soldier for Christ has started doing videos on Thursdays, and they did a video about how the churches are being judged and how they will be judged. And so I asked for confirmation, but I had actually gotten something before they even put up their video. I had actually gotten something else from, I'd gotten that dream from the Lord about how I was in that really messy rich person's house. Anyway, you got to watch that other video in order to understand what I'm saying. And I had gotten that message first. So these are all representations of the churches, the 7 churches in Revelation, where the Lord talks about the 7 churches in Revelation. Anyway, Laodicean is one of them. Thyatira is another, and then there's a few others. So anyway, you need to look that up in Revelation. In fact, I guess I could look it up and tell you where to find it. Anyway, so all of these dreams are just representations, and then you guys can do the study on, on these things, because it will really help you to stay. Yeah, look. So it's actually. So it's actually Revelation 3. So that is the lifeless church, Revelation 3. It's the and the lifeless church is representative of the men who didn't show up to our church, the obedient church, which was the young girl that I was playing with. The lukewarm church represented my friend that had her hair done by me. So anyway, there are 7 churches, and it starts in Revelation 3. So I would recommend that you guys go through Revelation, because it actually doesn't start in Revelation 3. I'm wrong. It actually starts in Revelation 2. But he had me focus on Revelation 3. So just read Revelations. Just read the whole, not Revelations. Read Revelation, the whole book. And it will help to guide you through what we're going through right now, and keep us from sin, which is what the Lord is trying to do, is just keep us from sin. Anyway, I'm in my garage, you guys. I'm really hot, so I'm going to go. God bless you, and I will pray for you all. Please, if you guys need prayer, could you please put something in the box below and let me know if you need prayer? I would love to pray for you guys. Anyway, God bless you. Hope that this blesses you. Take care.